Check me. I'm like, exactly. She says, I hate you. You're ruining my life. And I'm like, we're right on schedule.
How
But
old is she?
she is 11 going on 30. There you go.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
You
boys
know,
are going.
there's all kinds of factors that people claim correlate with um, depression, self harm, anxiety, all of that related to social media. And um, you know, at first people thought it was like screen use, but it's not screen use. It's a specific type of screen use. It's social media use. And then they were like, well, it's not everyone who's on social media gets addicted. Like what, or gets mental health problems. Like, what is the cause of mental health problems? And so the cause is addictive use of social media. And like kids who,
Yes.
yeah. And so like if the kid exhibits addictive behaviors towards social media, that's the big risk. It's the addiction that
Right.
causes the
Yeah,
harm.
absolutely. Perfect. That's exactly right. I mean, when it goes beyond its intended purpose, which is just everything, and it becomes an addiction. But I mean, there are stories of we have people locally who are going on, 12, 13-year-old girls that are starting to cut themselves because of their self-hatred, because of their comparison and doom scrolling. It's just, I mean, anybody who's a parent and sees a child suffering like that.
Well, again, like what's the cause, right? Like someone did a study where they said like if you start a blank account as a whatever 12-year-old girl on social media or 12-year-old boy, within like an hour, like they see self-harm, restriction, ed, like regard even searching for like an innocuous topic, they just get shown this harm, which is just like wild. Like I could not imagine like being 11 and like watching TV and like seeing that type of content,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's yeah.
it's
Um,
like how's that normalized? Ugh. Well, on that cheery
right.
topic, happy Monday, everybody.
Hey, yeah,
It's so great to
absolutely.
see everybody.
We all medicated today. All right, let's
Yeah,
get this
exactly.
party started. We're missing Sabode.
Yeah, I just pinged him. He's offline. I'm not sure where he is. Madi is out of
Uh,
town for the week.
Joaquin.
Um, Joaquin is no longer with us. Joaquin is, yeah. Maybe we can reach back out to him post close, but right now it's a no go.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
I'm a big fan of
Uh,
his.
yep.
Well, who would like to lead us this morning?
I'll give it a go.
All right, let's see what you got. We have well before you
Uh,
start, we have a new face.
I see
Um,
that.
so we have Nalini. Nalini is DevOps, ML Ops extraordinaire. She's extremely talented. We're super excited to have her come on board, and hopefully she can reduce some of the stress that our engineering and research teams have had deploying, or struggling with Docker, or Tativik if you have some issues with our Shiny, or um, any of those types of things. We think that Nalini can really mature our infrastructure. Nalini, this is our stand up. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 Eastern, and the objective is, as a remote team, we want to kind of over communicate and really surface blockers. So if engineering is blocked by design, if design is blocked by sales, if sales is blocked by delivery, whatever, this is the forum to surface any blockers. Nalini, would you like to say a few words about yourself? Welcome to the team.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Firstly, thanks, Avi, for the opportunity and nice to meet you all here. So, I am Nalini and I have like 5 years of experience into starting from building from the servers to designing the infrastructure, and also securing the infrastructure using all the DevOps and SRE and DevSecOps operations. So this is pretty much I can explain, and that's all I can say. Thank you for the opportunity again. Yeah,
Well, welcome to the team and thank you.
thank you.
Um, okay. Like what Avi said, yeah, we talk about what you work on the last time you were at the office. What are you working on now? Do you have any blockers? You want to share something with us? And then at the end, we ask for if anybody has a demo, show some of their work, whether it's a demo work in progress, whether it's completed, but it's really just about exposing, over communicating so that we all get a view of where we're all at. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start at the bottom. This feels like a game show. Let's go to Hadi. 100. Tell us what
Hello
you've been up to.
everyone. Happy
Hi,
Monday,
Hadi.
and hi, Eric, and welcome Nalini to the team. So today I fixed the issue with the experiments page for the new experiments. So I will create a PR after a stand-up, and yeah, that's what I was working on today. That's it from my side.
Hadi,
Aaron?
that's amazing. That's kind of like the last big blocker to releasing into production. Is that correct?
Yeah. In the front end, I know. Well, I think in the outline also Mahdi mentioned. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, in the front end that was blocker.
Very nice. Hadi, do you think you could maybe spend some time with Nalini, kind of getting her up to speed and um, kind of walking her through how we do deployments and Duplo and all whatever you think might be helpful to get her ramped up?
I'll try. Yeah, uh, I'll try.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you,
Thank you.
Hadi. That's exciting. That's a big win.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hadi. Dr. Veek, you want to say hello?
Hope you all had a good weekend. So
Thank
on
you.
my end, I don't know how many of you have run recently the experiments on that environment, but they are pretty much everything is failing. And on the weights and biases, it's telling me that it's failing in the analytics. So I did a little like investigation. There is something wrong in the input files I'm receiving, the JSON and the CSV. So I also mentioned this on Thursday. I tried to solve it on my end, so like to handle it on the analytics side. But today I saw that in some of the cases the issue is bigger than me, so I'll need support's help to figure it out. So that will be my focus, to have dev up and running.
And this is the issue where we're getting more levels in the experiment than in the experiment definition.
That's what I initially thought. That was the case for some of the cases, but it's even worse than I assumed. For example, in the JSON, brand has 6 levels, right? 1 to 6, and everything has its ID. So like the 6 responds to like some kind of, I don't know, brand name and stuff like that. But when I open the CSV, number 6 is not a brand. Number 6 is like, I don't know, some availability and has like a different name. So there's like a big mismatch there.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Or for example, price, like, I don't know, level 10 in the JSON, it says $10, but in the CSV, number 10 is under, I don't know, customer support. And it's like, it can be like $10, so it's like something else.
Right. It's an off by one, and we're moving the whole array down by one. I mean, I know why that happens, right? It's because we like manually make this bidirectional array object, mapping like numbers to levels, which is, it's like the worst data structure in our stack.
Initially, I thought that, okay, if everything is off by one, I can kind of fix it. But
Yeah.
sometimes price in the JSON has like 6 levels. In the CSV, it has only 4 levels. So I can never guess like
No,
when it went wrong.
we have to fix it upstream. We have to fix it upstream. Maybe schedule some time and we can do some debugging together, if you want. Or Hadi, do you wanna see if we can fix it? You wanna take a stab at it? So we're trying to force everyone to be full stack. No, maybe not. All right, we'll get it. We'll get it.
We all set? Yeah. Thanks, Tatvik. Let's hear from Roberto.
Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Welcome to the team. Yeah, good session this morning with Avi. We went over quite a few of all the contacts from VC funds to import into Finta. So that's being updated. And Avi found like a 14 more from past meetings in the past few months to add. So proceeding with those now and filling out all their information so we can reach out to all of these people next. That's at least a big goal for starting with today, having an update about Avi's next talk and just reaching out, updating them and having that conversation going, especially with those who have already been in contact and those who it's their first time. That's on the whole outreach front. And then I think that next is part of that, therefore updating the messages, making sure they're up to date and we like the look of it. And next is then finding all sorts of applications we can find related to these VCs that we are therefore eligible for. So that's the next progress that I'll do with Monica and Ishika the rest of this week. So let's see.
I wanna get you, Roberto, on those daily meetings with the Finta team. They now they've allocated us 2 folks, and we're kind of full time doing outreach together with them. And not outreach, but like turning around the diligence requests and just pushing people through the channel. Steve is the guy's name. He's an ex-Goldman banker.
Wow.
Don't be impressed.
Roberto, is that it?
Yeah, that's all.
Terrific. Well, thank you. How about Laura? Laura? Can you hear me? Louder?
Oh,
There you
yeah.
are.
She was waiting
Sorry,
for
for
you to
some
say
reason I
it,
saw you said Gaurav.
Exactly. I don't know the password.
Hi everyone, happy Monday. Welcome to leading to the team. I've been brainstorming like some new ideas for the video on the chat feature. Now that we've pretty much have that's going to be released soon. Hopefully we can get some content out this week. And apart from that, I've been working with the marketing team as always, with Michelle and Pablo, discussing new ideas for what's to come. This morning I've read over some of our blog posts just to freshen up my ideas, and that's been pretty much it for me.
There's this book
Great,
that
well,
I
thank you very
read this weekend, Laura, that was recommended to me. It's called $100 Million Leads. It's really good. It's a super practical, how to generate top of the funnel for your business.
Mhm.
We're not doing a lot of things on there, but we'll get there. But I'm happy to send you a copy of the book. I'll recommend it. Let me see if I can get you a copy.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll check it out.
I'll take a look at it too. I'm just curious, always curious about top of the funnel stuff. Um,
I've read a lot of his books, and yeah, they're really good, really inspirational. So yeah, highly recommend all of his books. He's coming out with a new one, actually. I'm on his email list, and I've signed up, or I'm trying to sign up to attend the launch meeting. Learn more about it.
Yeah, I've never heard of this guy before, or I've heard of him only like because like, you know, I have like fitness influencers in my feed, so like I see him from that perspective, but I've never seen him from like the business perspective, and it was really good. It was really well done.
Yeah, he's great. He actually has some free resources too. Like one of the books that I read, he's like, okay, go to our website or whatever, and there's some free resources that you can like educational content on there that goes beyond the books. So I haven't tapped into it as much as I've wanted to because of time, but yeah, it's there. So might be a good thing for, you know, Laura could really probably tap into that and learn a lot.
all right, thanks, guys. Barv?
Yeah, I need. So I talked to my friend at CPG at the CPG company who runs insights globally for them. I have some interesting notes from that meeting, which I can do later. And I'm hoping to connect with that angel investor, seed or pre-seed investor guide, and go through the deck later today or later in the week. So I think I have to step out at 11. If that has to happen, if I have to step out, if I don't have to step out, then I'll come back and I can talk about my notes from my meeting and the demo side of it.
I'd be curious to know who the CPG is, what the brand is. I mean, what the company is.
I don't want to put her in a hot spot, but it's basically a global brand. Yeah, it's basically a top global brand.
Yeah, I'm on the hunt, but fair enough. Whenever you feel comfortable, if you could share that with me.
You think she's a potential? You think she's a potential customer? If not,
No, I don't think that. You may be one day, but the thing is that they have the ability to recreate 1 million consumer decisions already using their machine learning. So the question is, you know, you have to fight against their existing systems and their existing trust that they have in their existing systems, and they also get pitched by every one of these vendors. So anyway.
Okay, you'll let us know.
Do they think there's a lot of like overlap between us and the market?
It's a lot of noise.
It's a lot of noise.
But the thing is, what she liked about us, which is that we are not trying to be full stack on doing too many things. She said the other ones that try to do something like ANU, like attribute. So I'll go through the notes later. This is a stand-up, so we can talk about it whenever we have time.
Yeah, I would love for you to go through those notes in a demo format, maybe if you're, you know, maybe not today, but whenever you're ready. Educate the group on the market. Cool.
Okay. Michelle.
Hey, good Monday morning, everybody. I am working this week on a number of things, kind of focusing back on leads that I've had in the pipeline, just kind of following up with them this week. Things seem like they're starting to pick up a little bit after people being gone all week. A lot of people were earlier in the month were like, hey, let's meet the last week of July. You know, I'm on a 3-week vacation. And so people are now like ready to start meeting again. So this week I've got a meeting with the retail group that I've mentioned before. It's actually just their regular meeting, but they asked if anybody wanted to speak. I said I would give like for 2 to 3 minutes. So I said that I would talk a little bit about AI and market research. And so I'm planning on doing that this week. I've got a meeting with an agency owner who is considering the potential of being an affiliate with Subconscious. We're also going to be meeting tomorrow about doing a case study for Meals on Wheels. I really need to fill that out to see if it's going to be a good fit, for Subconscious to the tool to be able to provide the kind of information they might need. That's a pro bono like launch for her, but she's doing it pro bono because she's starting to shift into this market and has some contacts in Austin, Texas with bigger state agencies and things. So it's kind of an exploratory thing, but she's been a very successful agency owner. And so I think she's a great contact to kind of get some insight from her on this and test out whether this would be a good channel for the future. And then I've got a case study. Oh, the e-commerce case study that I've been working on for months. Actually, he got back to me again, like late on Saturday night, and told me that he's hired a head of content, and their head of content is really interested in talking with me about Subconscious to be able to study their different content ideas that they're going to put out there. And the idea with this case study is to really zero in on the ability to tie the use of Subconscious with financial ROI, with actual conversions. It's experimental, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited about the fact that my contact is finally wanting to re-engage, and he wants to meet this week and really get it going. So I'm excited.
Which campaign are they targeting?
For this one, it'll be conversions. Yeah, actually sales, conversions, because I think they sell directly on social media. So we'll be looking at the tie between messaging, and there might be some product choices in there as well, but the messaging for, say, t-shirts and what will actually sell and what won't sell.
Got it. So in e-com, the only thing I know about e-com is the one metric more important than conversion is basket size. Let's see if they'd be interested in that as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, the type of products that they're selling are just one. They're one-offs, but he and I have talked about packages, where you buy multiple items at one time. Instead of a t-shirt, you buy a t-shirt and a hat and a cup or something like that, so packaging up those different items could be something that, we could test as well. So we just need to explore all the different options of what they might be thinking about, and could even suggest options, and then, maybe help them increase their, their sales overall, their revenue overall.
Is he on Shopify?
I believe they do use Shopify. I need to double check, make sure I'm not getting confused with someone else.
If they use Shopify, I would love to use them as a use case to really hook in to Shopify's APIs, because then we can easily operationalize our insights and get into the workflow for buyers, for pretty much anyone who's not Amazon.
Yeah, that would be super cool. I'd like to explore that a little bit further. So maybe we can talk about that. I mean, talk about what that would take to do that. And I'll be meeting with them this week, so I'll find out more how deep they want to go with this, and make sure they have Shopify too, because I could be getting them confused with someone else. Right. But they do have some sort of e-commerce site. So if it's not Shopify, it's something else, WooCommerce or something like that. So, yeah.
Right. I think Shopify is the major one. But let us know. That would be great. That sounds like a great case study.
Yeah. I think it is a really good case study. He's already I've already provided insight to him, and it was for their inventory ordering. So they used Subconscious insights to make decisions, on what they were going to do with their inventory. So it's good. It's already a case study in that they've used the insight, but he and I were both striving for that return on investment, because it's hard with the inventory to prove your your return on investment with that, because it's just you're ordering and there's no comparison to anything in the past or anything. So so helpful, but hard to prove true ROI. So anyway, I'm excited about where we're headed with that, and that fact that he's wanting to get going on our engagement again. And then I've got a demo this week with someone who is they're an agency that provides services it's not services, but to supplement type companies. So like vitamins and health supplements and things like that. So I'm really going to have to learn more about like exactly who our clients are and make sure that'll be a good fit for Subconscious. But we're finally going to get to meet this week, so that's good. This afternoon, I'm meeting with an AI company that helps build lists, outreach lists. So just kind of looking for a way to speed up, list building and targeting certain personas. So yeah, that's what I've got going on. Worked on a little bit over the weekend, looking at different personas that Subconscious could target. And so looking at the different personas, thinking through like what their specific pain points are and what specific messaging would reach each one of them. So that's like in progress, but I think that's where a lot of power is in that messaging, and really making sure that messaging is hitting the right target, with their needs. So heavy focus for me right now. So, but I don't really have any blockers, that I talk about at this very moment.
Nice work.
Thanks, Michelle. Yep. Avi, you have a question for her? You're good? You're good. I'll jump in. So, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Let's see. So I got another appointment tomorrow with Petroman that I mentioned last week, with their not only with the head of insights, but the CMO. And so that is happening tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. our time, 4 p.m. Saudi time. So that's exciting. I have an appointment, a meeting with Say Beauty on Friday. I just got off the phone with one of my contacts. He is going to walk us into Air Canada, just like he walked us into Saudi Air. And so that is going to be coming shortly, where we'll get a chance to pitch Air Canada. At least I'm getting closer to the States. What else am I doing that I don't want to repeat myself? In general, what I'm finding with the targets and the responses is how easy our integration is with these individuals. We're not part of their tech stack. We're not, from my perspective, less friction, the better, because they are getting bombarded with everything AI. And I'm trying to sort of whisper and let them know in a very, gentle way, coming in, we're doing the hard work, we're the ghost in the machine, we're bringing insights, and it's all about the outcomes. They're like, great, and there's no training on your side, there's no heavy lift on your side, and I'm getting people responding to that. So that's something that I'm going to continue to keep focusing on. I am going to work with Michelle. I am going to, sort of bring in my focus a little bit more towards middle market, maybe here in the States, sort of focus a little bit more on a very specific list and group, and try to use my skills in uncovering these meetings, in a more targeted fashion, so we can collect data and information. What else? I think that's about it. Other than just I'm learning day to day about the markets. Turns out that Saudi Arabia basically closes down for July and August because it gets so hot there. And so there's a reason I'm not getting a lot of my responses, even though everything is in play. We're going to see. I'm right in the middle. I'm waiting for Schwammer to come back for one more meeting, and Saudi Air, they're sitting with our stuff. I have calendar dates with them. Some of the team is in London, some of the team is in the Middle East. But again, it's just it's unfortunate that we're right in the middle of their sort of, slow time to get out of the heat.
Yeah.
Um,
If they wanted us, that wouldn't matter. If it was like a, if we were solving like a, if we were a painkiller, you know, that wouldn't be an excuse. We have like 500 or so CMOs for domestic CPG brands that we've already kind of sent out reports to. Um,
Yeah.
would it make sense to retouch those contacts?
so yes, I mean it's always good to reach out. We I have to take a look. I want to see because there was a campaign we did with 400
That's the one.
names.
That's the one.
And no, that's the one.
I
I
think
didn't find.
with Chin and Florian.
Think you're talking two different lists.
Oh,
So
okay.
Chin sent out one using N8N,
Yes.
N8N 400. Is that the one you're referring to?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you'll have to show me. I didn't see 500 CMOs. I saw six CMOs. The rest of the individuals on that list were universities, were outside of our target, were banks, universities. Because I went through it and then identified six that were sort of our ICP, but I could be mistaken. But you and I are going to get together anyway and just go through N8 and show me what you have, just to double check. Um, what what Garv said is correct. There's getting a lot of saturation and a marketing sort of burnout. These CMOs because everybody is calling on them.
Well, but I
And
think I think
so
what I think what you said is critical though. It's how do we integrate with their daily workflow? And so, you know, I see folks like us that are integrating with um, uh, Figma, right? Where someone says, "Oh, these are the two web pages I'm trying. These are the two landing pages I'm trying. Whatever. These are the two like design options I'm trying." And so, you know, instead of having the concept tester like we have, the concept tester is an integration with Figma. I've seen folks that are trying to integrate with. I haven't seen anyone doing this yet, but trying to integrate with the CRMs or the CDPs, right? And that's why we have the partnership with Duplo Cloud and shortly Fivetran, right? So we can ingest customer data. We should reach out. I should reach out to Salesforce as well. Um, but yeah, it's a great point, Eric. Is how do people operationalize the insights? And it feels like we almost have to integrate on both sides. Like we have to integrate with Figma and right to get the designs at the top of the funnel, and um, some sort of CRM in order to get the persona data, and something like Shopify, so that our recommendations can be actioned in a real user workflow. I mean, we have the integration points, we just don't have the integrations. But doing something like that can easily be, you know, a seven figure engagement. If I come in and say, you know, effectively scoring, testing, enrichment, you know, personalization, like that's like almost like a movable ink style offering, and
Mhm.
their minimum engagement is like 350K.
Absolutely. I mean, the less steps, the better. And the ingestion of a customer's data, and then coming, and having us do a lot of that heavy lifting has been. I've been met with some real positive responses. Um,
Of course.
and I mean, everybody once they hear our value proposition, they're like, "Oh, I mean, everybody. You mean, Say Beauty, met with the CEO and she started saying, "Oh yeah, I know all about the Say Do Gap." they did 100 million in sales last year, and she's completing, she knows all about this. I mean, she's got a math, so she's not a typical CEO, but at the end of the day, she finished my and with them, and that's those are the people that we want to try and get. So yeah,
Send her an SOW.
well, we're going to meet with her on Friday.
Very good.
I'm going to figure out what it is they want to talk about, right? With her team, 3 people. We know what the questions are. It's going to be very focused questions. This is what we do. This is how we do it. What is your pain points? What's your problem? Who's your budget? What have you done before? And then, we'll create an SOW and a proposal, which is sitting with Saudi Air. I sent a proposal for $135,000 to my contact, who's the CMO at Saudi Air. And then I sent an SOW to his team so that, you have the person who's in charge of the price and the person in charge of the work working separately. They don't know that each other has the other, right? I didn't need to send pricing to the insights team. I sent it directly to the CMO. But yeah, I mean, my goal is to shorten the time to close on all of these. Hey, Avi, I'm just curious. When I get these meetings, would you like to be an option to join? I mean, I know how busy you are because I saw your calendar. It's crazy, but it's up to you. If you want, I could put you on. If you jump in, great. If you don't jump in, no harm. But do you want to just keep it in the back of your mind to see what's going on?
I mean, if it's a first meeting, I probably don't need to be there. If it's a second or third meeting with a buyer and they're band qualified, like I'm happy to. Is this the first meeting or second meeting?
Well, Say Beauty, this is the first meeting. Petramin, it's the first meeting. Schwarmer, we're into the third meeting. Saudi, we're into the third meeting.
Yeah, I mean, include me if it would be helpful. If it would be helpful, but make sure if you include me, I'm gonna like want to make sure that it's like there's an agenda on the meeting and like we know who's attending and there's no like surprise guests and all that stuff. I'm gonna be like, but yeah.
Yep, I know. That's why I've been hesitant about including you. Because I just got to drive in revenue, and then you'll be like, okay, all is good. Here's revenue. I don't really care how you got there. But yes, I hear what you're saying, and I will make sure that is, where it needs to be in order to bring you in.
Yeah.
That's all I have. Pablo, do you want to end the meeting and tell us what's going on?
Yeah. Good morning, guys. I have this week 3 meetings, 2 with friends. One is Awesome Labs. They are partnering with IFM, which is like this private equity firm. They're looking to implement solutions to target LPs, investors. So that's pretty interesting. It's kind of meeting with their CRO equivalent, since LP, or the wallet, the money, is their source of revenue. Also meeting with a really good friend of mine who is very high up at ServiceNow in the product management division. And then also have another demo with Vishnu Akela, and she represents National Research Group, which is it's a meeting that was established a long time ago that's been pushed back several times, but she comes from National Research Group, an organization based in Boston. And then Kyle Ritter from NextEra Energy wants to schedule another meeting with their head of digital advocacy and his partner, who is on their marketing analytics team. We Avi and myself positioned Nextera for a potential subscription to the platform or advisory solution. Plus, they have a CVC group. So I'll defer to you, Avi. I know you were CC'd there, but it seems like a very favorable call. He provided a few dates starting next week, so we have some time there to respond back.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Nice work. Do the first one whenever have the meetings as soon as possible. Time
You
kills
got it.
all deals. Can you include me in the ServiceNow meeting? I met with their CMO. Actually, Eric helped to set that up when I was in California. I met them at the AI marketing conference. I didn't realize this. They do $12 billion per year in annual recurring revenue.
Yeah, they're a silent monster, to be honest. Yeah, I was also surprised too. They do a lot of workflow solutions. So let me connect there.
When
Avi met the head of partnership
How to partnership.
at the show.
That's probably a better contact. This guy's just a friend, but he's heavy in the product. But yeah, I'll do the connection.
We need integrations, right? Like if we they're kind of like Databricks almost. So they're like a more operational Databricks.
So I'm connected with the CMO at ServiceNow.
That's awesome.
And I don't want to be a buzzkill, but partnership person that we're connected. I'm connected with him on LinkedIn. So he responded to my email, but he didn't really engage me. He just sort of liked what I wrote, and I'm part of his network. And we do engage, but only through the conversations. But the partnership person told me that he's not interested at this time, and this was back when Avi went to the show, to meet with us. Things might have changed. Just a heads up, which doesn't mean you shouldn't meet with your people and continue to push this. He probably, got an invitation. Hey, I met this guy at a trade show called Subconscious, and probably sent a response back to my contact that had a partnership that Avi met. Tell him this isn't a good time, right? Which out graceful. So just when we're ready, we can go back in and present more, information on who we are. Just a heads up.
I'm looking at this partner. Become a service provider partner.
Mm-hmm.
Are these just intermediary consultants, Avi?
I don't know.
That they partner with?
I don't know.
Because I'm seeing the same thing with
Salesforce.
This is very recent. Oh my gosh, OpenAI. They recently launched a new program like this where they have an advisory arm, and then they're seeking third-party consultants to partner with.
Interesting. I mean, we need to figure out our go-to-market motion. I know that with companies like Salesforce, and I'm assuming ServiceNow, Salesforce does, at the time when I had this data, I'm sure it's more now. They do whatever it was, $12 billion or $9 billion or something of ARR internally, and then they had this network of effectively systems integrators or implementers that did $80 billion of revenue, and so so I don't know. I don't know of any unicorns that are systems integrators. It seems like a lot of really small niche shops. But
I'm adding a few articles here. The one about OpenAI is right there in the chat. Yeah. By the way, the CEO of ServiceNow, he looks like he belongs on some sort of Blade Runner movie. wearing sunglasses indoors or something. Too cool for school.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that is him. In an interview.
He looks like Lex Luthor from Superman.
Definitely a villain. You know, at least a Disney villain, you know? Like,
I should keep in mind all of our stand-ups are recorded. I think he looks wonderful.
He does.
He
Sorry,
looks
thank you.
fantastic.
He does. You know what? My screen was fuzzy. I'm sorry. I looked at my
Best-
daughter put a toy in.
Best looking CEO in show business.
Yep, absolutely.
Just to be clear, my name is actually Eric. And
By the way, they call me Avi. My name is Avi. Please send it to I hate. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, Pablo, have the meeting. Find out what you can. Relationships are everything. Timing. See what you got, and I'll add my 2 cents to it when you're done.
The CEO used to work at Gartner.
We need use cases. We need to crush these guys and show them what we can do.
yes, we closed an account last week with the specific purpose of building out case studies with them, Aaron. And then we're closing another one this week, Sam Ward, for the same reason. So I got to follow up with them today
Nice job,
for the
Pablo.
purpose of building case studies.
Nice job.
Not easy.
Wait. Some companies get in trouble for this. So there's how do I describe this? There is a approach by a lot of AI startups where they'll say, oh, we have a $50,000 a year product or $10,000 a year product or whatever. Sign up for free and you can cancel in the first 3 months, or sign up for free now and then we'll start billing you in 3 months or whatever. They do all kinds of deferred billing or whatever, where they effectively give demos, but then to their investors they call the demos recurring revenue even though the customer's never paid. We just want to make sure that if we are calling them closed paid customers, that it's not an extended trial. We want to not do that, because that's
Like the 2-week trial.
or whatever trial, I mean, whatever trial it is.
So yeah, the definition it's a great call. The definition that I'm using is they have signed up on their own accord, submitted their credit card information, and are on Stripe. The difficulty is that the link that is currently in the application automatically gives every user a 2-week free trial.
Change that.
So they're just
We can change that. Let's change that after stand up. Should take 2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, we should never let tech limitations run the business. The business needs to inform the tech.
So what are you switching it back to? I guess I just have a potential person that I'll be talking to this about this week. So what would it be looking like?
I don't know, but whatever it is, you guys need to agree and then tell us and we'll implement it.
Okay, yeah, it'd be good to have a chat about that, just so I'm clear about it before I meet with her about how it's going to work with her. So yeah, set up a separate meeting to talk about it.
Anyone have any demos? Well, it looks like we're a little ahead of schedule. Everyone work in the channels. And try to be as productive as we can.
Yeah, guys, it feels like we're making some big moves. feels like we're finally getting like our sales motions kind of repeating. Assume and
Yep.
it sounds like we're hearing about a lot more deals. And this is even with the old platform, or the 3-month-old release. That's huge. That's huge. Very nice work, guys.
All right.
I'm out later this afternoon. I have shots to administer to little babies. But I'm back tonight. I gave out 4 offers this morning. 2 sales to front-end engineers. 1 is already accepted. This is like 2 hours ago. So we should expect to see those guys showing up over the next couple of weeks.
I'm looking forward to the sales. That would be great. Really excited for that.
I mean, it's a lot of experiments. It's a lot of experiments, and then I'm gonna spend a lot more time in sales also. I really need to pay attention to that now that this like recruiting push is behind us. Now the next probably 2-3 weeks is finishing out this fundraising and then doing the going back to sales. Might be doing it backwards.
Ran an experiment on production. I'm pleased to say it ran successfully, guys, in the time that we were having this session. So wanted to end on a positive note.
Nice work, guys. All right, work
Everyone
together.
have a good
Happy
day.
Monday. Bye, guys.